Week 6 of the college football season, and our EA Sports college football coverage continues with what ought to be a great one. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. He's trying to bounce back from a 4-interception game in their last loss. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his man down the middle. Stumbled to the ground. And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab over the middle. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. A completion good for the percentage, not good enough for the 1st down. Here comes the punting unit. Here's the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Owls offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
From the gun on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. And now this offense will take the field again. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Back to pass. A little release to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass, it's incomplete. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Grabbed behind the line. It's Garcia. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Complete in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Running inside, it's Bernard. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on second down. He caught it! They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They give him the rock again on second and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Henderson.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Pressure coming. That one comes out hot down the right side. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Oh, he's got some space. He's in for the touchdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Holloway. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Nice move to keep running. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On third down, he drops to throw. Pulls it in. It's Messer. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker, it's Messer. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Gives it on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The short hands, it's Henry. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The run inside. It's Bernard. Got a little grass. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Grab near the marker. It's Bernard. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Breaks the tackle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Owls.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Hart. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Now this offense is back on the field. Motion from the wide receiver. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Pulls and fires complete. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move him back. They made a little trouble for themselves with that penalty. Now 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Henderson. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. 3rd and 11. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man. It's Johnson. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. They're working that left side. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll go to the counter play. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. He'll throw on 3rd down. He's got him. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency...
Maybe a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Going to the run, it's Farrell. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He wants it all. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He caught it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Coming out with it, it's Gore. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Running it to the right. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to run for it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Going to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
It's complete on the right side. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Bully ball on 3rd and short. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Good work up front to get that 1st down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. Offense in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And hold up just a second as we check on the injured player. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. The give on the counter. Could be an alley. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Makes the grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on 3rd down, and they're looking at 4th and plenty of work to do. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Looking for a crease. It's Bernard. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Owls want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He'll try it again. Oh, he's got a chance. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to get it through the air. Upstairs to make the catch. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Just keep slinging it. Going for it all. Got him outside. Touchdown, Owls! Gets it into the end zone. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. They believe they can run right here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not a lot of daylight, he gets 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Floats it out in space. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Johnson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Complete to the left. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got the back in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for room, it's Bernard. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. That's reeled in, it's Henry. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Working the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Oh, they're after him. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Owls! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll try the run. Fighting off the defender. Still running at the 40. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. The pass is incomplete and 1 second is left. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's not afraid to go deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky in their matchup against the number 2 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Wildcats with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And there is still a lot of work to do on the season, but they get back to 2-4 in the standings. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. As for your game and an interesting first half, let's take a look at the numbers of note. Some gaudy numbers for that quarterback through 2 quarters of football. He's already eclipsed 200 yards through the air. Well on his way to one of the best passing days of his career, not to mention another W. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gonna look downfield again. He lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Owls. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. They kick it away on 4th down. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Reads it, fires complete. Breaks into the open.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. And you want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make 1st downs. 1st and 15 here. The sure hands, it's Johnson. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete to the right. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. This time he wants to throw. It's complete to the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Intercepted for the 11th time. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown Owls. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And David, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to pass on second down. Finds his man. It's Prairie. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's got an open man. It's a seam wide. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Motion from the wideout. He's going for the goal line. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to add another. Bangs it through for an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Unloads quickly. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The RPO, it's complete. At the 40, there he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Running inside, it's Bernard. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the run, it's Bernard. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. And this one is perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hart. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. The quick out. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Got 3 on 1st down, it's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Henderson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
This time on target. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll leave it with him. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. They go 83 yards on the drive, And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. The run inside. It's Farrell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Garcia. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Makes the catch. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. Takes it on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets rid of it. It's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Trying play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Robinson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They try to pop a run on the draw. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff to the lone back. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Henderson. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. I guess an optimist could say it's still 1st and goal, and now you have a little more room to work with. Here's the handoff. Shakes off the defender. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to barrel in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Trying to run it in. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Pulled it, finds his man on the